Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? Bringing you guys another video today. And today I'll be talking about, the Star Wars movies. The thing is, guys, that maybe around in August, I want to say, September, I watched my very first Star Wars movies. And I'm 27 years old, and probably you're asking yourself, like, how the hell does that fucking happen? How do you not watch a Star Wars movie for over 27 or, I don't know, 20 years, let's say? But I don't know, I just never did. I was never really interested into it until just this year. I'm like, man, I gotta watch these movies. They seem pretty good. I hear all this hype. What's up with this? And it's a franchise that never dies, and that's what I see. So they had to be doing something right? So I actually had a friend who let me borrow the Star Wars movies. He let me borrow episode 4, 5, and 6, and then he will let me borrow episode 1, 2, and 3 later on. But I was Googling, and I actually found out that the best way to watch the movies is by watching episode 4, 5, then skipping episode 1. So you would go back to watch episode 2, then you would go to episode 3, then you would go all the way back into episode 6. So what you're doing is like you're having a flashback of that time or the era. I don't know if I can explain myself. Maybe you guys haven't watched any Star Wars movies, but I don't know. It was probably just me. And so I gotta catch up because I do want to watch this new Star Wars movie. I've heard that it's a good movie and that it seems pretty cool. So I don't know. I gotta judge that by myself. One thing, guys, maybe why I didn't watch them is because I thought it was just for nerds and just for geeks or something. When I'm actually a nerd myself, so I don't know what was the deal. Maybe I was trying to act cool or something, as a teenager. But yeah, I actually remember watching Lord of the Rings, and I was watching the first one. My dad had rented the movie from Blockbuster. If you guys don't know Blockbuster or can't remember Blockbuster, just Google it, I guess. But we used to go almost every weekend to go ahead and watch movies, and we actually got the first Lord of the Rings to watch it, and I was like, man, this is gonna suck. And I started watching it, and you know what? I loved the movie. It was freaking awesome, and after that, we didn't miss any other movies coming out. I mean, I haven't watched The Hobbit, but sometimes you can't really just be way too critical on movies or different things, even on video games. They're just take it for what it is and just enjoy as much as you can. And sometimes you'll actually enjoy something a lot more than trying to judge it all the time. And I think that's one of the reasons why I missed out on Star Wars, and I'm actually watching it very late. Now, if you guys are in the same boat with me, you guys never watched Star Wars, I mean, let me know why you guys didn't watch Star Wars. Were you guys just not that into it? Probably your parents are the ones that are really into it, because I know back in the day, back in the 70s, I believe it was 77. I think that's when the first Star Wars movie came out, which is episode 4. And at that time, I know technology was wasn't so advanced, and then all of a sudden this movie comes out and it's outer space, and you have this storyline of Darth Vader. You don't know who they are and how everything came to be. So it just drew a lot of people in. I mean, I won't give any spoilers in case if other people haven't watched any of the Star Wars movies, but I mean, it's just part of our culture now. If you guys think about it, even there's so many references towards the movies and in cartoons and other movies themselves and so many other things. It made a big change in theater, and I actually believe that, because some of these movies that have big impact, they'll make other directors think about something new. It's kind of like Call of Duty. What was the first video game that had boost jumping and wall running? Titanfall. And then what happened? Sledgehammer happened with Advanced Warfare. And then what's next? Black Ops 3. So, that was maybe like a very important point at that time for that movie of Star Wars. So I can't wait to watch this new one, but I do have to catch up. I do not want to watch that movie and not know what the freak is happening. But that's just me. You guys might think I'm a nerd or it's kind of dumb or whatever, but you know what? Whatever. I'm just sharing this video. I just want to head it out. I just want to go ahead and get this video out before I go to my Christmas party over with my job, and I'll probably make another commentary about that if you guys even care about that. But yeah. Alright guys, tell me in the comments down below, what do you guys think of movies? What do you guys think of Star Wars? Have you watched them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? I don't know. Just share it with me. Alright guys, peace!